Welcome back everyone. Today I am doing another coin review on Zilliqa, ticker code ZIL. This one's come requested from one of the people who subscribe to my channel. So if you want me to cover your crypto, I've actually run out of ideas. Put the crypto you want me to review under in the comment section. I'll add it to my list and I'll definitely do a video on it. But let's just cover through the market update. So we'll cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, total market cap 1, 2, 3, and Bitcoin dominance just quickly because not much has changed since my previous video. And then we'll get into Zilliqa and we'll also compare it to Ethereum, of course, and I'll give you some price predictions. So let's just get right into it and have a look at Bitcoin. So not much has changed since my video from yesterday that I mentioned from Bitcoin. So we had a high volume day, didn't really have much spread. So we just really need that confirmation to see where we're going. Are we going up? Are we going down? Do we have an uptrend? Do we have a downtrend? We've just had a bit of a down bar, but again, high volume, low spread. We have about 13 hours and 50 minutes left of this daily bar here. So we'll see what happens. Again, it looks to be narrow spread. So it looks like things are going to flip at some point and we'll just be continuously going through this wedge before we finally have a breakout either to the upside or the downside. Now let's have a look at Ethereum. Same deal. Support on the 382 mark. We'll have to see what happens with this trend. Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? But as of now, finding support at $2,542. Total market cap 1. Again, support on the 786 market at 1.65 trillion. We'll see where we go. Total market cap 2, same deal. Finding support on the 1 mark, halfway through it, about 970 billion. Total market cap 3, same deal. Getting resistance at the 786 mark, and Bitcoin dominance finding support at the 50%, which is what I said. I expect Bitcoin to continue hovering around the fib extension 50% and the retracement 50%. So that is how it's playing out. Quick market update, not much to say, more or less the same. We are still finding where we are, but there are some good cryptos. Zilliqa is not one of them. So you know me, I'm always honest. I'm not one of these people who pump every coin saying, oh, Zilliqa to the moon. You're going to make it to, you're going to be billionaires. This is a serious breakdown. And look, I want to be able to give some advice, but just general information because I don't know your exact financial situation. But I'll give you some general information when I'm covering a coin like Zilliqa, because I think Zilliqa is a really, really good example of what the mentality is of some crypto YouTubers or other people who invest into crypto. Not pointing fingers at anyone, of course, but this is it. So you have a all-time high coming in early last year. This is when things were going really crazy, and you saw the second half of last year when we had the second run, Zilliqa was very, very, very far away from the all-time high. So I still need to go another 100% roughly from the high I put in on the 8th of September. Of course, broke down, passes 50%, and Zilliqa is really, really struggling, guys, really bad. So support broke down from the 19th of July, which was the last bear market that we had mid last year, June and July, and most cryptos bottomed out around that time. If you've been following me, you know what I said. I said that if cryptocurrencies have been able to find support here, it's still bad. But the really good cryptos have not had to go to this level to find support. The really, really, really bad cryptos have fallen below their June or July low and have actually had to find new levels of support previously. So in the example of Zilliqa, it's having to support back from the price that was in December 2020. So it's really not looking good at the moment, and it just keeps looking worse because actually yesterday has an intriguing bar here. So you can see this bar here on the 10th of March. You can see a very, very, very high volume day. So you can see over 500 million units of Zilliqa being traded within that day on the 10th of March. And you can see the spread, it only closed 2% higher, which is a really, really bad look when you have that much volume and a close just 2% only and a reasonably small bar. It's not the best look. You can see the bar here on the 28th of Feb looks bigger with the volume much lower. So it's not the best look, and it doesn't surprise me at all that the next day was a down bar. Of course it was. So much energy. If you remember my last example, think of it like the gym when you're doing a bench press and you're squeezing all those that one big rep in for heavy weight, then you're going to have energy for the next sets. So that's exactly what happened to Zilliqa. The moral of the story is everyone just thinks I'm going to hold the cryptocurrency for years and years and years and I'm going to make 50x, 20x. Zilliqa, from the research I did, is a coin that was started in 2017. So it's one of those legacy coins. And a lot of these legacy coins have struggled because there's just new innovation coming now. Crypto's a technological market. Don't forget that. There's new technologies, there's new ideas, there's new venture capitalists. There's so much new happening in crypto every day that a lot of these old legacy ones have not been able to stand the test of time, except for the two, of course, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those have. So we'll compare Zilliqa to Ethereum and then we'll see what it is. But let's just go through some price predictions and have a quick deeper look at Zilliqa before we compare it to Ethereum. So we are at the moment 0.04 cents, which is not the best. And we are finding support a little bit on the 618. So you saw a big sell-off, got absorbed back up, was able to find some momentum, but you can still see that we are struggling on the 3 at 2 mark at 0.04 cents or 4 cents. And the next mark for this crypto to go up is 236 mark at 0.04 again. So it needs to break through there and then go up on the 1 mark. This is going to be a big hurdle for it. So, it's really, really going to struggle. Bounced off 30 off the RSI, which I like, and we've still got a very, very steep climb ahead of it. So some problems there, not the best. The other areas I'd be looking at is for it to break these lows, these lows, and then of course the major 50% at around 8.7 cents. And then we can start making some ground going to the 7th of September high of 13 cents or around 13.5 cents. But it's got to struggle. I mean, for it to get to this high, it's going to have to go up 240%. And sure, it might get there when Bitcoin's going nuts and crazy, but this is what I want you guys to take away from all of my videos. If there's one thing I want you to take away from my videos, it's strength isn't found when Bitcoin's going off, right? That's not to show a good crypto. A good crypto is shown on down days or bear market days, which we're currently in. So this is one of those good moments in the market now to see what is the relative strength of my coin. Is it strong? Is it weak? Did it used to be strong? Now it's weak. Did it used to be weak? Now it's strong? I don't, you got to ask yourself these questions. And you can see Zilliqa has just absolutely got destroyed on the chart, and it has to go up so much. So what do you do if you own Zilliqa and you're down 70-80%? If you do have some bounce back days, you might want to just unload some of them and just use those funds to build up and put that capital to good use with other cryptos. If you don't know, normally I just say go for Ethereum, because even just putting your money on Ethereum, you can rest easier because it's low risk and you can pretty much guarantee yourself some returns. Zilliqa, sure, it's not to say you can't get good returns. Maybe Bitcoin pumps or Ethereum pumps and you get this whole blow off top, and maybe you broke even or you made a bit of profit. But the thing is, we don't know when that's going to happen. And if you're happy to hold on, you don't care, by all means, that's your decision. But generally the rules of investing or trading is when your portfolio is getting hit and your coin or your asset is continuously breaking through support barriers, it's just looking weak, and you just need to pull out. It's always a hard thing to do, don't get me wrong. It's really, really hard to do, to say goodbye to it, because you've just made a terrible decision. But this is the hopes and dreams of some crypto people, is that they really want their cryptos to go up, and you just end up holding on to them a lot longer than you should have. And sometimes the best decision is just to let go of it, because it would have broke down. I promise you, once you start building that habit, it does become easier. I got burnt too. I ended up holding a crypto that I lost 70% on before I finally sold it. And these are all growing pains of being in the game, right? Everything you're thinking and feeling is just part of the natural growth. When the next bull run comes and the next high of Bitcoin comes, it's going to be a bunch of new people, and they're going to go through it too, in 2023 and 2024, and then people will come after them and do it again in 2025, 2026. It's just sort of the baptism by fire, if you will, if you stick with it. Some people just say, I'm going to cut my loss, I'm never investing into crypto again, see you later. But the really strong people find ways to continuously build it through it again. And like I said, this just looks really weak. So let's compare it to Ethereum. So I'll quickly just head over to Coin Codex. Here it is, at rank 126. If you remember from my previous videos, I compare all of these cryptos to Ethereum. So these are all pinged to Ethereum value, and you can see some of them are really struggling against Ethereum, down consistently. And what you're looking for is as much green as possible to show that's outperforming Ethereum. So if we have a look at ZIL or ZIL or Zilliqa, we can see here rank 126 underperformed to Ethereum by 81%. 81%, guys, in the year to date. So that is just from January 1st, 2022. It's already underperformed to Ethereum by 80%. 1 year down compared to Ethereum by 24%. 6 months down compared to Ethereum by 50%. 3 months underperformed to Ethereum by 4%. 1 month down compared to Ethereum by 10.45%. 7 days to 24 hours outperformed Ethereum, but single digits only, not really much to note for. Now, let's have a look at the chart and compare it to Ethereum on the chart. And this is why I really, really encourage everyone to take Ethereum seriously, compare your coins to Ethereum, because you can see here on a chart, that is a massive downtrend. This is going back to basically 2018. This chart has been there, and you can see we're putting in the new all-time low against its Ethereum value. And for Zilliqa to outperform Ethereum, you would have to go up basically 950%, and Ethereum would have to stay constant. So you could probably even take away that it's never going to outperform Ethereum. You would have been better off holding Ethereum, and you would have outperformed Zilliqa if you just held Ethereum, and you would have performed better. So you would have reduced your risk, you would have got much better performance, and you could probably hold on to Ethereum for 3-4 years, and you probably will make those gains. And if Ethereum ever did look weak, it would go to 3-4, you would still have time to be able to sell. But Zilliqa, massive downtrend and really struggling. So that's going to be my review of Zilliqa. Again, I hope I haven't stepped on anyone's toes here. It's not my intention to flame or anything like that. I just have to call it like I see. I mean, it's just a downtrend. It's getting beat up pretty badly. So think about what you want to do, whether or not you want to unload some of it, reduce your exposure, reduce your positioning of it, maybe put it into a safer asset, maybe take it out to cash. But let this be a lesson for you. Like I said, everyone goes through these phases where they just bought something, held onto it for a bit longer than they probably should have. If you want to wait for the Bitcoin run to really start, maybe make some profits and you want to wait it out, that's entirely your decision. But generally the rule is just unload, reduce your position as much as possible, maybe wait for a bit of a price increase, a bit of a run, and then you can maybe sell on the run. But you can see Zilliqa really has not had much runs at all and really struggles to put in more ground. And you can just see constantly having high sell-off days, and it's really struggled. That's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped. Zilliqa is not a buy by any stretch of the imagination at all. I wouldn't be trading this. I wouldn't be investing in this. This is a no-fly zone for me personally. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Again, comment on any cryptos you want me to review, and I'll do a review on them. But until then, everyone stay safe, and I will see you on the next video.